your favorite easy chair, and of course this compact disc playing on your home stereo. So go on, indulge yourself. That's right, kick your shoes off, lean back, and just enjoy the melodies. After all, music can bring back all that nostalgic memories. Yeah, here we go. Welcome to Captain's Comics, toys and more. Take your time, have a look around the store. It's free comic book day 2026. You pick this up, good call, it fits. This is where the playlist starts, a little love letter to the things we are. So press play, let it roll tonight. You got something good in your hands, that's right. From old school games to the silver screen, every track hits somewhere in between. First song here just sets the tone. You're not listening to this alone. This awesome mix was made for you, side by side with volume 2. You'll hear a fight, you'll hear a flight. Mortal Kombat kicks it off just right. And Superman up in the sky in Spaceballs makes it all go by. Pac-Man fever lights the maze. Geeks take over in their own way. OCD with that coffee spin. Yeah, this is where the fun begins. Rapping Duke with a throwback sound. Diggy diggy hole goes underground. The Witcher theme calls you near. Serenity brings that quiet cheer. Let it play. Don't skip a track. There's a story in this stack. So press play, let it roll tonight. You got something good in your hands, that's right. From old school games to the silver screen, every track hits somewhere in between. First song here just sets the tone. You're not listening to this alone. This awesome mix was made for you, side by side with volume 2. Mr. T brings the energy. Barry runs through history. Spider-Man swings back again. Hobby talk with all your friends, and time keeps moving on. Then the ultimate showdown song, and if you're someone who plays to win, there's a hidden track tucked in. Yeah, you might want to stick around. So press play, let it roll tonight. Thanks for stopping in, it feels just right. From every shelf to every sound, there's a little magic going round. Track one fades, but don't you go. There's a lot more left below. This awesome mix was made for you. Every song to carry it through. Thanks for stopping by today. Enjoy the show and press play.
Are you interested in amateur radio? Ham radio is an exciting hobby that opens the door to digital communications, international connections, electronics, STEM learning, public service, and community involvement. The Amigos Radio Club Ashtabula is a non-profit 501c3 organization dedicated to helping people discover one of the most rewarding hobbies around. We offer free amateur radio licensing classes, mentoring, technical support, and opportunities to get involved in all aspects of radio communications. Whether you're interested in emergency communications, technology, public service, or just meeting great people with shared interests, there's a place for you in amateur radio. Learn more and become a member today at kc8oh.org.
In a small town where imagination faded, one place refused to let it die. A beacon in the dark where new comics sat idle waiting for an opportunity. Captain's Comics, Toys, and your next adventure starts here. This store has not yet been rated.
Rykus leans in, his eyes like fire. Nemo's got the mic dressed in satire. Andrew in the booth, spinning the wheel. Cameras rolling, it's all surreal. Who's the guest today? Who's the guest today? Record spinning, always winning. Rykus, Nemo, questions pinning. Andrew called the shot, don't miss the frame. Hobby Hooligan, what's your name?
Hey, Hobby Hooligans. Welcome to Ashtabula Hobby Talk. I am Nemo, KE8PBL, president of Amigos Radio Club, Ashtabula, amateur radio enthusiast, and I'm with...
Hey, Hobby Hooligans. I'm Rykus from Captain's Comics in North Kingsville, Ohio, and we're back with another episode of Ashtabula Hobby Talk. It's Thursday night, and we're live.
Yeah, and we're going to bring in a regular guest on our show here. We love having him. Dan with DMG Scale Models, the YouTube channel. Dan, come on in, man. We'll bring him in here. Hey, Dan, how you doing?
Guys? What's up, Hobby Hooligans?
Hey,
See, it's catching on.
it's a good phrase.
Hey, man, good to have you with us this week. And, man,
So it's new in the world of Nemo and Rykus.
well, I've been building a house for some folks. But what's new hobby-wise? I don't know. We got the Ashtabula County Ham Fest coming up here. Our radio club organizes that. That's a big swap meet / convention of amateur radio operators from all around. We pull people from Cleveland, Erie, Youngstown. We pull people from as far away as Wisconsin and West Virginia. So
Nice.
so that's kind of a cool thing.
Absolutely.
This year this is going to be a new thing for us. This is the first year we're not going to have the kitchen open. We're bringing a vendor in, a food vendor, Squeezed. Appreciate that they're coming, and hopefully we'll have everything going good for them.
You can follow them on Facebook. They got their own page.
Yeah, they got great food. They do dirty lemonades, basically. And they do They do like subs and panini wraps and stuff like that.
Most people think dirty lemonade is like an alcoholic beverage.
Yeah, it's not really alcohol.
It's added flavors to your lemonade.
Yeah,
It's usually what, like vanilla and stuff?
Yeah, they do like blueberry.
I just had that at work. They had somebody coming through selling lemonade, and I mistook it for a hard drink cart. And I was like, "What do you guys got good on tap?" And they're like, "Oh, it's just lemonade. There's no alcohol." I was like, "Oh, but they had like different flavors, like peach and some other berries and stuff that they were mixing."
Was it a yellow truck? Right there, a yellow truck, right?
I don't think Squeeze would go all the way out to.
They went to the Science Center or something like that just a month or so ago. Yeah.
Okay.
So, what color was the truck?
I'm sorry?
What color was the truck?
The car?
Yeah, the truck. Yeah,
That was
food
selling
cart.
the lemonade.
Oh, no, it was a cart inside the hospital.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, they didn't have a truck. They had a little wheelie cart that, they were dragging through the departments.
Oh, that's fun.
I was in the
Gotcha.
ER at the time, and they were, it was funny because they had Torani syrups and a big jug of lemonade. And I was like, that looks good. $2. Hey, it was going towards a children's hospital, so why not?
So what
good
better
cause.
could you ask for on a Saturday hot summer day? Is a nice fresh squeezed lemonade.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there is some bad news. The good news is, and this is for Squeeze, they are going to be the only food vendor there. Normally, we run a kitchen when we do burgers and fries and hot dogs and all that stuff. But that running a kitchen, even for the 6 or 7 hours that we're there, is a full-time job for 4 people.
You got to man that kitchen. You got a small crew going too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So that's like 4 or 5 people constantly in there.
That frees them up to.
So that frees us up to go be a part of the actual Ham Fest and not just run run food, and it frees us up from the investment, because usually we buy all the food up front and donate it to the cause.
Wasn't last year you had to do like a run to the grocery store or something, grab like something?
I think so. Yeah.
I remember you were gone for like a good hour or two.
I think there was something we forgot, the sodas or something. I don't
maybe
that we ran out of, but yeah. So it's going to free us up.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we can do more cool stuff.
That's awesome.
At least be a part of it anyway. Sure. And of course, our amateur radio testing team is going to be out there. Jeff is going to head that up for us. Unfortunately, Ray, who normally does that, he's working this weekend, and he's still in his 90 days at the one job that he's got, so he can't really take time off. But Jeff is good. He knows what to do, and he'll get out there, and anybody who wants their amateur radio license, walk-ins welcome.
I'm going to try to make an appearance. Last year I set up a vending. I was selling comic books. I can't do that this year. Unfortunately, my family opened up the family reunion day, and it falls on this Saturday.
Is it always going to be this Saturday?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know what was going on with it, but...
See, because I know we've talked a little bit, and Dan, you might even be interested in this too. We've talked about it as a radio club, and we're interested in bringing in other hobbies and partnering with some of them, because the drone flyers, like, there's some overlap between us and them. The model car guys, the RC car guys, there's some outdoor sporting stuff that we could probably get away with, especially because amateur radio in general goes along with outdoor sporting, especially four-wheeling and stuff like that.
Sure.
So we're looking at what we can merge together there with that. I don't know, Dan, what are your thoughts?
That sounds good. There's even where there's people that are taking model cars and using RC parts and making RC model cars.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's cool too.
They basically take like a model car kit and shove all the components for an RC car in it, and it looks like an RC car, but it's a model car instead of like the big ones with the suspensions and all that.
I feel like we need like a button on our switchboard that has like a audio thing. Hobby mashup.
Yeah.
Like some kind of graphic.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Fusion.
Yeah, so we're definitely kicking the idea around. I know me and Rykus have been talking about it for a while. The guys at the radio club are recognizing that we need to do more to get out into the community and merge with some other folks. We have talked to a few outdoor outfitters. We have tossed around the idea. I know some drone guys that I've talked to that have said if we set up some kind of drone competition for them, because there's plenty of space out there to do it, we would have a whole football field.
Drones are cool, man. Those things, I've seen a few people use those. I mean, they go up pretty high, and you can get, attach a camera to them, get some really sweeping shots. Last year when I went to 4th of July at somebody's house, they had one, and he was up like flying around the neighborhood, and when the fireworks in the distant city set off, he was able to film fireworks and had a little monitor down below where we were watching their fireworks.
I don't know if we can find it and bring it up, but I know somebody put Roman candles on their drone and was flying it around their yard.
I actually may or may not have.
The geese love that.
I may or may not have reenacted that very famous event from my family's Facebook timeline this past 4th of July. It was fun. It was fun, but there's absolutely enough space out there for like an FPV drone race.
Yeah.
Like, because you have the cinematic drones that, do like the nice slow pan and they're all stabilized and all that.
But I was thinking like a relay obstacle.
Like actual like FPV drone racing. Yeah, you can put like gates out there, just like little things that stick into the ground, like little fabric gates. And you can trip loops and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. That is exactly what they do.
Yep.
It would be really fun.
I might be interested in maybe hiring someone that has a drone to make a banner for me and fly my banner across the event.
That would be cool.
Kind of like they did with the planes and big cities.
We need the RC guys for that. But see, there's the RC Flying Club out there at the local airport, and those guys, there's room out there for those guys.
Yeah, I've been out to a couple of their like fly days. It was a year or two ago now, but they've got some really impressive stuff, and they usually do model RC planes with rockets as well, and then model rockets as well. There's been some sketchy things that have happened because it's model rockets, but absolutely one of those, like the big RC C-130s, could absolutely pull a banner above the thing.
Oh yeah.
That would be awesome.
What about drones? You think drones have the capabilities of flying a banner?
Well, see, with drones, it's a little harder because when they fly forward, they're not pushing any air backwards. It's all like going at an angle, so it might not pull the banner as well as a plane would.
I can drape. I can have like a drapey.
I mean, if you wanted one that was like portrait, like, up and down, absolutely, yeah. That could work too.
New age. We don't have to have the flying banner. We can have a drapey banner.
So we've had some ideas. We've been tossing around some ideas.
Additional, because it would probably have to hang down from the drone.
Right.
So you could make something that would hang down like a rather large sign, or something that hangs down with the letters going down and you can still read it.
Sure. I think that's going to work. Yeah, if anybody wants to innovate this, I think you can pay advertisement.
No, yeah, we can do something. We'll work something out because we got the spot, and it's worth doing. I think next year we're gonna have some stuff going.
And it's good that we have like express permission for that kind of stuff out there. Like, hey, you guys can fly drones around while you're at an event, because some venues get weird about that, and especially like absolutely no attention needs to be drawn to the fact that, hey, you're flying drones here, because people get weird about that.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but it's one of the hobbies that gets a lot of flack.
I think it's going to be more acceptable if they have a banner flying with them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If it's like an advertisement thing.
On this. I'm not going to let this one go.
He just wants a banner.
I love it.
You could get an RC plane that could fly a banner like old-time banners from a real plane.
Okay.
That would be cool.
That would be also cool. Yeah. I'm down for either one.
Yeah. A Stuka airplane that was radio controlled. This thing was like 6 feet long, 10 feet wide. It was like big, huge aircraft. Once you got it up in the air, it fly. The only thing is his tether broke and it came crashing down. End of plane.
You know what else we need is some kind of a sound device that makes noises, like a bing bing. Like, if you're like walking through Walmart and the camera above you dings, so you look at it and like you just see your face. It's something to grab people's attention,
I mean, what else can grab people's attention is
bottle rockets.
Well,
let's not shoot bottle rockets.
That gets into
everybody's got a bottle rocket story. That's for sure.
that gets into the fireworks and drones and different property lines and all that. But what definitely draws attention is gasoline or nitro powered RCs. I tell you what, you get like an 8th scale, like a old Warbird out there, like what they had at the Flying Club. You can't tell any different when it's like 50 feet away from you that it's not the real thing.
I saw Blue Thunder, right? Do you know what that helicopter is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so the helicopter from that show, but it was like a quarter scale RC. The thing was as big as a go-kart. It was huge. It was like 3 feet tall and like 6 feet long or whatever.
Oh, wow.
But it was RC and they could fly it.
We have some chats in the group, or is that just, I can't read them with the setup I have right now.
Yeah, we're relying on you for the YouTube stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. Got it. We got...
I did put in the words to some of my model community that I was going to be appearing on your show this evening.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's
cool.
who we got here.
Advertise.
We got Kevin Smith and... hey, there's a familiar name, David Sicking.
All right. We got some folks in the chat tonight.
We have a Kevin Smith watching us?
We do. We have Hi Dan. Howdy from Akron.
He's actually a very accomplished, award-winning modeler. He is...
Where is he out of Youngstown?
More awards for his builds and his paint jobs. He even has a step-by-step paint guide available that helps out a lot of modelers.
Nice.
Well, hey,
So
man, we
really
should have
good
you
guy
on the show.
Based in Akron.
All right.
Well, we can have him on the show one time soon here.
This is what I'm
So
currently
speaking of
working
models,
on.
yeah,
right
what are you
here.
working on?
Ooh, a Mustang Cobra.
Yep. Now this is just the box art, of course, but I took it a step even further. Like these particular vehicles in 1996, BASF made a paint called Mystic that was a color changing paint that they allowed Ford to use on their Mustangs. And I tried to recreate that with some testers model paints, and I painted the
Nice.
body with a
Oh, look
color
at
shift
that.
paint. I don't know how well the effect comes across.
Wow. Actually, you
Kinda
can see it pretty good even with these cameras.
I'm colorblind and I still see the color shift. That's awesome.
Yeah, that came out pretty good.
Really nice. This was, like I said, a color shift paint by testers. And they, you know, I had used their base coat. It splattered out and ruined the base coat. I had to strip it and reuse a different base coat, but the color shift came out really nice. I've also got the chassis and interior built.
Nice.
Yep, exhaust. I did a few custom things to it. Got the 4.6 dual overhead cam engine. Couldn't wire it because there's really no room to wire it, but other than that, it's really detailed. And
Yeah, it
hopefully
looks
I'll
nice,
have that
man.
finished by the end of the month to be able to put out on my video on my channel, DMG Scale Models.
Yep. Check out his your YouTube channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
DMG Scale Models.
So do you got I saw you had a car on there. Now I can't remember what it is. It's a big station wagon, but it's not Fozzie the Bear's station wagon.
Oh, you're talking about the Woody?
Yeah.
You had that Woody from last episode.
No, did you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Grab that for you.
Is it done?
It's done.
Oh, nice.
You were just starting that, I think, when we talked last.
Yeah, this was supposed to have opening doors and an opening hood, but well, you know, they had such tiny pins, I broke them all, and I ended up gluing the door closed.
So it's a race car.
It's a Dukes of Hazzard car. Jump in through the window.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it turned out really nice. Currently has about close to 500 views, and yeah, it's like, I mean, I got my entire collection sitting behind me back there, with sitting on a shelf, right with Darth Vader guarding it. Well, yeah, I have some of my more prominent builds on there. I've shown you my award-winning kits, the Skylark, the 32 Ford Coupe. I also built that Nova for Velma, and that won a class award as well.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's hers. She bought the kit and had me build it for her. And I, took it to the show along with the Skylark, and I entered them in two separate classes, and they both won first in class. So I was like, my first model show I entered in, like, oh God, 40 years, you know?
Wow.
Because like I said before, I used to just build model cars so I could get into the Autorama for free. It was down at the convention center downtown. Build the car, go in there Friday evening, enter the car, come back, pick it up Sunday afternoon, go tour the place. You get a little ribbon for your participation, and it was cool. You know, broke kid like me couldn't afford the $20 to get in the Autorama. You know,
nice.
Worked out really well.
You plan on entering that Mustang Cobra?
Well, the thing is, I don't get out to too many of the shows, and the Autorama show now is sponsored by my model club, North Coast Automotive Modelers. So I'm not allowed to enter the contest.
Oh no!
But still display cars at the show. It's just that I won't be able to enter any cars in the show. You know, I mean, what that wouldn't be fair if I won more awards and I'm part of the club that's sponsoring the event.
Right.
Yeah, but I plan on there's a few events that are like more down south or like other states close by. Maybe one year take vacation, take a bunch of kids with me, see how I actually do in a different model show. Might be interesting to see what happens.
Well, now that you're part of the show, how about a free plug for the next show?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
When's-
always talk about you guys. The Ashtabula Hobby Talk.
No, not
You
about
guys,
us, but talk
would
about. Let's talk about
you're
your
talking
yeah.
Yeah. Send us your
Or,
intel, man.
yeah.
When's the next show?
I still got to hit you up. I got to make it down there one day, and I got to look through some stuff that you have. I'm hoping that you have the Darth Vader, the Dark Horse, They did a thing year one after Vader became Vader, where he built his castle on Mustafar, and he still continued with Order 66. I had seen those comics on, like on YouTube. Somebody put some of them out there, but I more like want to actually read them.
Right. I might have some of my back issues.
Yeah, because I want to check out those. It's still, like with comics and model cars and all that, it's a hobby, and you collect, and you possess the actual copy instead of some digital format. I'm not opposed to digital format, but I just recently got my stereo out of I don't know, a long slumber. The last time I used my rack stereo with a record player and my records was on my 50th birthday. The needle broke on the record player, kind of just didn't really have interest in the stereo anymore. It basically sat in the corner. When we remodeled our downstairs, my daughter showed up and she was like, "Dad, what are you doing with this old stereo? You should sell it or get rid of it." And I was like, "No, this thing still works." And she's like, "But it's got to be like 30, 40 years old." And I was like, "Yeah, it still works." So my son helped me replace the cartridge on the turntable, and all I did was dust it off, plug everything back up, put the speakers back on. That thing plays like it did 30 years ago.
Yeah,
The
that's
deck work.
a good thing about those record players, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing you got to worry about really with them, once you get replacement needles, is the drive belt.
Yeah.
You need a drive belt, and if you can, as long as you can replace the drive belt, that's the big deal.
Yeah, the Technics. I have a Technics turntable. It's direct drive, automatic. Just hit the button, it goes over, and it's kind of like one of their entry level models. It's not like their real high end model, but like I said, when I acquired that, I acquired it from somebody who bought a rack system from Rent-A-Center and never paid for it and sold off the pieces. So, hey, he said the CD player and the record player for $50. I couldn't pass that up.
There you go. I'm
And-
currently shifting through a collection of Star Trek stuff, and in that collection, there might be some models. You interested in some Star Trek models?
Ooh, Star Trek. Back in the day, I built the Klingon bird of prey, and hold on.
I thought I sent you some pictures of it a while back.
Oh, there it is, the Enterprise.
This is the Enterprise from the Space Seed edition, the one where Khan Noonien Singh was imprisoned on this ship in 1996 in the Eugenics War. Kind of nerding out here, sorry. And the performance, Ricardo Montalban, when he portrayed Khan on the original series.
Yeah, the Botany Bay.
I saw this and I was like,
the Botany
the
Bay had
models they have were the 1/34th scale or something really big. And I saw this at the Michaels. And so I was like, it was like $10. It was on sale. And I was like, okay, I can do this. And it's actually pretty detailed. I mean, most of this is like decals. And, but I mean, I could fly this in front of a, what is that, a blue screen with the outer space background. And you'd think it was a TV show.
Oh, yeah.
Well, here's some geekdom for you. So the captain's chair in the Botany Bay was made out of rich Corinthian leather. Oh, okay, Dan got it.
Oh, man, I remember those commercials.
Is that a Star Trek joke?
It's a Star Trek and a car guy joke.
Okay.
Right? It's a Star Trek and a car guy joke.
Yep. He used to sell the Chrysler Cordoba. He was in the Chrysler Cordoba ads. And that was the big thing because, you know, the Spanish people, they roll their R's. So it was like rich Corinthian leather. You know, so it was like a cool accent guy selling you a Chrysler. You know?
Yeah. And somebody did ask him after those commercials were done airing, what was rich Corinthian leather. And I think his response was, it was just a name we made up to sell cars.
Because, yeah, good luck finding rich Corinthian leather anywhere. You know?
Yeah.
There's got to be a market for it. I can make something up too.
Cordobas were nice cars, though, man. I mean, I had a couple of friends with them.
Yeah,
and they were big and spacious boats.
It was green with green velvet interior, and it had a 360 in it. That thing did what we call ground pounding burnouts. That thing was just like, just, you know. Otherwise, that was just a cruise mobile, you know. But if you made it angry, it let you know it was angry.
What have we got going on in the chat over there?
Oh yeah, we got some chats.
The chat is going, and our line director is doing something else. I don't know what he's doing.
What are people talking about?
I just see comments from Kevin Smith here. Hang on.
All right,
there we go. Cleveland Autorama was my best of show in '95.
Okay.
Wow, 1995.
Oh, this was from you guys were talking about entering your own club contest is frowned upon.
Yeah.
Imagine.
I can imagine.
You made a comment. I guess Dan. Apparently, you have X-ray vision. Is that reference to something?
Oh, that goes back in our conversation.
I think that was him talking about your model building precision. Just you all by yourself. Yeah, it really depends on the topic that we get some of our regulars, and of course sometimes they're just doing other things. Y'all remember Boyd from, what does that say? Trek Works on YouTube?
Boyd Paddington?
Yeah, I think so.
He and Chip Foose used to design custom cars. He was like George Barris and Gene Winfield, kind of like one of those kind of guys.
Yeah. Like there was a guy that lived up the road from me when I was growing up, Ron Heitman, and he designed the rocket car. Remember the rocket car from the old Euclid Beach? He did that, and he would build custom cars like that. He was one of the originals.
Yeah, that's an art form in itself, you know.
Yeah.
To take a freaking 58 Lincoln Futura and turn it into the freaking Batmobile.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that was George Barris's claim to fame. You know, like he would convert ordinary cars. They sold him that car for $1 because it was just a what do you call it, demo or promo or I forgot what they call it when car companies build a car that they want to put into production, but it comes out totally different in actual production. But he was he did a lot. He did all the Munsters coaches on the Munsters TV show. Yeah. And you also got Ian Roussel. He is a independent builder out in California who builds custom cars as well.
I would drive the Munsters Roadster, absolutely.
I think Rob Zombie did.
Grandpa's coffin, man. That thing looked cool as hell. they had a few of those on display when we had the NNL show earlier or later or late last year. If you check out my channel, you'll get to see the undercover plastic undercover show that was sponsored by my model club. You'll also get to see the most recent Autorama model show. Actually, from 23, 24, and 25 are all on there, and I think 26 as well. So you can review those, get an idea of a lot of work what these guys put into their kits. I mean, I like building model cars as a hobby, and I don't expect to go out there and, win, because as with anything in life, when you think you're good at something, there's always somebody who's just that much better,
Oh,
and there's
yeah.
a
Yep.
lot of guys out there. I mean, it's just amazing to look at the craftsmanship and detail. And I mean, because anybody can take a model kit and just build it as it comes out of the box. But these guys, they, like customize engines. Resin printing has become a big thing in the industry. They flare out fenders with putty and sheet styrene. I mean, the imagination is unlimited. And, it's like, you kind of think, well, kids these days aren't really interested in model building. They have a 14 and up division every contest, and there's always at least a couple dozen cars in it.
That's fantastic.
That's really, really cool. And then, the fact that they're bringing the 3D printing and
That'll bring
and
in
all
the,
that
the,
stuff
the
in
younger
there.
crowd
That's
too.
really probably bringing a lot of the younger crowd in there too. Help, designing custom bodies for the model
yeah.
kits.
Oh yeah, you'd be surprised with the YouTube modeling community. A lot of kids who are getting into the hobby, they tune into people like HPI guys, Lucas C. There's, I mean, I could just name on and on. Model car videos, they all tune into them for advice on how to, build the kit that they're currently working on. Because we've all pretty much cycled through a lot of the kits, and that's where I started, because I started my channel I was showing pictures to a friend, and he was like, well, you should start a YouTube channel. And I was like, oh yeah, how do I do that? And then he told me how to do it. And so I took the pictures that I did. I had some little editing program in Windows. I think it was Windows Movie Maker. And I slapped together a slideshow video, and that's what started my channel.
That's awesome. We got some more comments.
We got some more comments from Kevin here. We were talking about Boyd. He was referring to Boyd Compton. And Eddie Munster Patrick owns the original Munster cars. Can't remember his last name. Yeah. Yeah, 3D printed stuff is amazing. Absolutely. I only have a basic, FDM printer, but that resin stuff, you get a couple grand into a 3D printer. It can be pretty darn close to injection molding, that's for sure.
I would like to see
highly detailed.
Yeah. I would like to see somebody who can take the blueprints, the model kit, put together plans and 3D print off of that.
He made this for my wife for her birthday last year.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, very cool.
Snoopy doghouse. And he also made like a SpongeBob SquarePants kitchen sponge holder downstairs. I'm not going to go grab it. But it was pretty cool because you just put the sponge in there. It's got arms and legs and torso. And the sponges, you can put he has these little things that you can poke into the sponge for SpongeBob's face.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we've got a couple guys who've done some 3D modeling stuff for us. On the set here, we've got this antenna kit was 3D models for us by our friend Chris over in the radio club, KE8YQL. And this here, with my call sign on it, that was modeled for me by another member of our radio club who also does 3D modeling. So it's pretty cool. He's working on some other stuff. He does He does all kinds of radio, like there's a ton of radio accessories that can be built 3D printed that we use daily, or at least whenever we're doing outings. So it's kind of cool.
I mean, it's great too, because like, say like you break a case on something, you can 3D print the case and put your electronics back in it. There's, like I said, the possibilities with that stuff are endless. And those 3D printers are coming down in price. They're like maybe like affordable now, you know.
And Andrew might be able to shed some light on this, but I believe there was somebody who was 3D printing body boxes for was it Yesu? I swear I saw somebody printing different color body boxes.
Oh, like the actual like chassis?
Yeah.
That was probably for the for the portable radios. I've seen a lot of like ruggedized chassis for those because they call them like, oh, you know, it's a portable or a mobile radio, but they're still just as fragile as a regular bench radio, just with a few less knobs. I've seen those. I've seen like rails printed for the side of them and stuff like that. But generally speaking, I don't know about the chassis because those kind of have to stay metal for RF reasons.
Right.
Yeah, you throw off the whole tuner section and everything.
But I've definitely seen like covers and
oh yeah, absolutely. Especially like a hard cover to go on the front to protect all the knobs, so the radio could like face down in a case. Those are really popular.
Yeah. So there's, like I said, there's tons of stuff that get 3D printed for amateur radio.
That's cool. Hell, you can probably even have somebody 3D print up comic book racks to store your comic books in, like your sets, series, and that.
There's some 3D prints to desk mounts to put your CGC slabbed comic books on.
What about long boxes?
3D print long box?
Yeah.
No, you don't want to do that.
Why not?
Those things are huge.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about nothing falling on it.
I mean, it was good.
Less thing falling on it.
A long box filled with comic books is pretty heavy by itself. Then now you're adding all that weight over the plastic. That's a lot of plastic you can be putting on that.
Or your cat can jump all over it too. I mean,
I'm sure there are limitations, you know, to what can be done. But, you know, at least, you know, if you have it in your head, you can put it into 3D reality.
Sure.
That's always cool.
I gotta say though, 3D modeling, not as easy as it looks. I spent the past 2 days trying to 3D model an enclosure for our electronics project I'm working on for the club, our portable communication server. It has now been reduced to, I'm going to buy 2 sheets of fairly nice like plywood or MDF and put it in a pre-assembled like Pelican case, because I cannot 3D model an entire enclosure with all of the pieces and stuff.
He's actually building us a portable network with a Raspberry Pi and a Wi-Fi device and a bunch of other stuff, so that we can interface all our logging computers wirelessly wherever we go.
Okay. Yeah, that's been my project for the last like 3 weeks actually.
Cool.
Yeah, my son Corey does 3D modeling. He, matter of fact, when we did the bathroom remodel, he did a 3D rendering of how the bathroom should look with all the stuff that I had told him I wanted to have in the bathroom. And that gave me a guide, you know, for like the tile, the appliances that went in there. And, you know, it was pretty much to scale. So it helped the builder, you know, see the vision of how I wanted my bathroom. And he was like, oh yeah, I can do that. And he would go in there and just knock it out.
That's awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
That's always a good idea. Yeah. It's nice to have a visual walkthrough. I know with the house I'm building right now, the folks there, they had a visual walkthrough, and then they changed everything. No, not everything. They just had us move 2 walls, but it is what it is. People need to make up their minds sometimes.
Yeah, I see people using AI to reimagine a room that they want to remodel too.
AI is going to be part of that whole hobby too, like what Dan's in with the model kit building. And the reason why I say that is because,
Funny you should mention that. On this video, Jack McCarthy AI'd a gremlin getting in my car and driving it off.
Oh, that's cool.
That's hilarious. Well, I was thinking more along the lines of you're going to be able to scan the blueprints and the model kit plans and tell the AI to 3D model all the pieces for you so that you can print it out on your 3D printing machine, and it's going to be able to just do it.
That's going to be probably within the next few years, man. I mean,
that's going to be trivial for it to do.
Yeah, they're probably already cranking away of getting it going, and it's going to happen.
Somebody should do that because there's a ton of old model kits out there that still have the plans floating around and no parts.
Yep, I wouldn't mind making my X-Men's X-Wing model. I don't know if they have a kit for that, but maybe I can have AI make one.
You guys remember Bebop, right?
Come again.
Bebop?
Cowboy.
Oh yeah, Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
This thing's dusty, but this is a swordfish.
Oh, look at that.
From the series. Corey, my son, actually built. Man, is it dusty? It's been sitting up on the top of the shelf for a while. But yeah, he built this. Because he's like, Dad, I want to build a model kit. I was like, all right. He goes, I want to build this from the Cowboy Bebop series. I was like, all right. So I basically gave him, a little guidance. He actually printed up some of the pieces to modify it, and voila, this thing's probably about 6-7 years old, but needs a good dusting. But yeah, that was one of my favorite anime series. It's the Cowboy Bebop animated series.
Yep,
that was actually a pretty good series. I liked it.
That's only 26 episodes, and there was a lost episode where they all died out in outer space, but they only aired it one time on Cartoon Network, and I have not been able to find it yet on YouTube or any other media. And I remember, it's like I watched this, and even people have mentioned it on the chat boards, but nobody can seem to find that episode. It's like lost.
Oh, wow.
That's interesting.
Never heard about that one.
I've been watching the Max. I found a place that has all of it.
The Max, like the cartoon?
Like the cartoon, yeah.
Max
like the
or the Mask?
Max, MAXX. Like,
okay, the same
homeless superhero guy.
Yeah.
MTV. It used to be an MTV show.
Yeah, Liquid Television.
Yep. Yeah, I've been
the creator of that passed away not too long ago.
Did he?
About 3 or 4 months ago, I think it was. Maybe
that's a shame. I heard they were trying to make a movie out of that still.
No, I don't think that's going to happen. It
Well.
might. I mean, whoever owns the creative rights to it now.
That's a shame because that would be an interesting nowadays with today's special effects and a live action movie of that would be pretty cool.
I don't know if you read the comic book, but it got pretty twisted.
It's not a kids show.
No,
it's definitely not for children.
It's got some real life content of real life situations.
Yes,
and a superhero type.
It's nice when they can blend that in, kind of like slide in current event topics, and if they do it well, it's pretty interesting.
If you do it well, yeah. Most people don't have that mindset, and they just want to push a certain agenda. And
well, I don't want to give it away too much what it's about, but it's about. But I will do this because it's out there.
Oh yeah,
and lots of people have seen it. So
it's 1994. It came out, so
yeah. I mean,
you're not doing any spoilers,
right? It's about a crazy guy who's homeless. Who huh?
That's the year before the Indians went to the World Series.
Yeah, but it's about a guy who's homeless, who is deranged, and he has a superhero persona that he bounces back and forth between, and he lives in a cardboard box in an alley, sorta, and his derangement is that he's a superhero
In the outback.
in the Australian outback. And
But it's not like the Australian outback.
But it's not like the Australian outback we know. It's like a weird, twisted Australian outback.
Yeah.
I like this more.
And in real life, he has a social worker, which is also a very depressed, twisted character, and she's his jungle queen that he's always trying to save. And so, but here's the catch. He doesn't have any control over when he's the superhero or when he's the homeless guy.
Oh, damn.
He slips back and forth.
So
that
sometimes
things interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll be out rescuing the jungle queen and then suddenly getting handcuffs slapped on him because he was assaulting a random person walking down the street.
Well, that's stereotyping homeless people.
I don't know. It's a great show. Don't let your kids watch it. That's all I can say to that.
Oh, what is that? But yeah,
Do you have any more
there's
comments there?
Theories out there. Like you guys have heard of Full Metal Alchemist and then Full Metal
Yes.
Alchemist Brotherhood. You know, the difference between the two was one was following the actual manga and one was kept producing shows ahead of the manga. And the one that is just Full Metal Alchemist is nothing like the actual saga. They don't, end up getting their bodies back or anything like that. It goes in a totally different direction. The Bradley or whatever his name was actually not the homunculus, and all that other stuff. There was a lot of good series out there, but I'm definitely going to check out your Max. That sounds like trip.
It's also a comic book based on a comic book.
It's also based on a comic book, which is just as...
This is a good read.
Yeah. I have issue 1.
Do you?
I think so.
Nice.
Always looking for something avant-garde to watch because everything's so freaking mainstream anymore. I mean, Jesus Christ, they can't even come up with original ideas for movies anymore. They take Moana, which was a cool, fun movie for kids. Then they had to do it live action. They did Lion King. Then they had to do that live action.
Yep.
They did
Okay.
et cetera, et
I'm
cetera.
only gonna soapbox one movie.
They remade
only
Spider-Man
gonna-
3 times. Batman, the same amount with how many different actors? And
Oh,
how
yeah,
many
too
times?
many.
How many times did they retell his creation story?
So
Yeah.
many.
Well, and I'm only going to soapbox one movie that got remade, and this is the one that made me the maddest, and that's Aladdin. When they remade it as a live action, they took out Mustafa's only song. In the cartoon version, Mustafa had a song, the bad guy, right? He had a song. In the live action, they took his song away and replaced it with a different song that somebody else sang.
Huh.
Other than that, it was good. But
Oh.
it's like we were talking earlier, with like the original rollerball and the original Death Race.
With
And
James Caan versus oh God, what's that guy's name? LL Cool J. Yeah.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, it's like we were talking about with RoboCops. The 3 classic RoboCops were cool. They're definitely, by the time you get to the third one, a cult classic, goofy sci-fi, But and the new one was cool. The one that they just made, whatever it was, 10 years ago or whatever. But
Stand by.
it's missing something happened to the stream.
Nope, we're still live. You guys are frozen though.
We're still live. We're frozen.
DMG.
Yes.
Okay, we still got DMG.
Hello?
some
We're
reason-
frozen, but our audio is still good, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's all right. We were closing out
I believe
anyway
so.
here.
I actually can't verify that, but I believe it is okay.
We're looking at the stream still. Maybe somebody in the chat can tell us if something's going around. Either way, we're going to close out the stream here. Dan, thanks for joining us tonight. Check us out on Ashtabula Hobby Talk. .com, and also you can find us on Ashtabula Hobby Talk on Facebook. I will be at the Pierpont Pioneer Picnic this weekend and doing the Ashtabula County Hemp Fest. And
you can find me at Captain's Comics, where we sell limited edition Corinthian comic books.
All right, folks. Hobby on.
Hobby on.